Hey there! Today, we're going to be demonstrating how to set up retargeting for your volumetric capture in Unity. In our last Unity tutorial, we walked through how to set up a HoloSuite Player, which you'll need up and running before starting on retargeting. The HoloSuite Player package officially supports Unity version 2019.4 LTS, but is also compatible with Unity 2021 and 2022. As you can see here, I've got my volumetric capture set up and working, so let's dive into setting up retargeting. In order for retargeting to work, you'll need the necessary retargeting data exported from HoloEdit, such as skeleton and skin weights for one or more bones. You can check to see if your capture has retargeting data by selecting your OMS in the project window and checking out the inspector. If the necessary data does exist, the box by Retarget Data will have a checkmark. Once we've confirmed retargeting data exists, go back to your OMS clip in the project window, right-click, and go to Create, Arcturus, and select Create Retarget Skeleton. You can then drag this into the hierarchy as a child of the HoloSuite Player. It's good practice to check out the transform parameters of the skeleton and make sure they're all set to 0, as this can cause issues if they're not. Click on the HoloSuite Player and in the inspector, enable retargeting. Now grab your retargeting skeleton from the hierarchy and drag it into the skeleton root field. Your capture is now configured for retargeting. Once retargeting has been configured, you can use any runtime Unity scripts of your choice to animate the skeleton during playback. Changes made to the skeleton transformations will be applied to your clip during playback. To set up head retargeting, we provide an extension called HSP Lookat Controller in the HoloSuite Player package. Let's walk through getting that set up. Click on your HoloSuite Player in the hierarchy, navigate back to the inspector, and click Add Component. Under Arcturus, select HSP Lookat Controller. Expand the Bones drop-down menu and add the head bone into it. You can find this by expanding the retarget skeleton until you see the head bone, or you can press the target button and select head from the pop-up window. This will specify the head bone as a joint being controlled by the lookat target. Next, we'll create an object for our capture to look at. In the hierarchy, right-click, 3D Object, and select a sphere. Drag this into the target field. This is now the object your head bone will be oriented to look at. You can also use the main camera in a scene so that the volumetric actor can look directly at the viewer in a VR or AR app. In the effector field, add the head bone as well. You can also use different objects in the head bone, which lets you rotate that object to provide a rotational offset, which can be useful if the head is in an extreme pose or if the performer's eyes are not looking straight forward. You can now configure the lookat settings according to your needs. The default settings quickly track the target object within a narrow range in front of the actor. Several settings are provided for in-depth configuration, with Unity tooltips available on MouseOver. One note to be aware of is the swing refers to the up and down movement of the head, while the twist refers to the side-to-side movement. For further details, check out the HSP Lookat Controller documentation linked in the description below. You can now play your scene and the head will follow our object. Alright, that's it for setting up retargeting in Unity. For further information, you can always check out our documentation and follow us to stay up to date on new tutorials and feature releases. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.